Are you a fan of strategy type games where the ultimate goal is to overwhelm your enemy and beat whatever forces they have on the field? Well, then I got a treat for you guys. Check out my preview of Totally Accurate Battle Simulator, also known as Tabs, coming up next on Mumbles. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Mumbles. Today, I bring you guys another game review, and this is a game review, guys, that I am so hyped and so excited to bring you guys. Today's game is on a game called Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. I know a lot of you guys have heard about this game, but it is finally in early access, and before too awful long, it will be having a full launch, and it is for that reason that today I am bringing you guys a preview. Now, for those of you that know nothing about this game, let me give you a brief overview. Tabs is created by a company called Landfall Games, and it is available for the price of $14.99 on the Steam Marketplace. Now, this game can be played on both Windows and Mac computers. I am playing this on a Mac computer. Just be aware of that. So what is Totally Accurate Battle Simulator about? I'm going to read you the description from the creators themselves on the Steam page, and here it is. Totally Accurate Battle Simulator is a wacky physics-based tactics game. Experience accurate warfare through the ages. Tabs uses state-of-the-art physics-based simulation to provide you with never-before-seen insight to our greatest battles in history. So now, while that description may read as something that is a very serious game, Tabs is not to be taken ultra seriously. Yes, it is exactly what the developers say. They have all different ages and things like that. But this is a wacky physics-based game where anything can happen. So now let's talk about the graphics, the soundtrack, and the controls. First off, the graphics in this game, I absolutely love the graphics in this game. While they aren't to be taken serious, they don't look like real humans or real anything. They're just red and blue people. They did do a great job of building up armor around them and putting them so that they make them look like actual units, something that you can relate to. They did a great job of this. And if you ever played the alpha of Tabs, the original, alpha when it came out in 2016, the graphics are 1,000,000 times better than they were then. Now, soundtrack-wise in this game does have an okay soundtrack. It's kind of just battle music in the background, dun 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 dun, that kind of thing. And it is rather repetitive, but honestly, whereas with some games I will turn off the background music and I will put on my own music, with this game I found myself actually satisfied with the music in the background. So I won't say it's gaming elevator music. It is repetitive, but I like it. Control-wise, this game is all about putting out your units with the mouse and then moving around your little camera. This can be achieved with both a controller and or the keyboard. So control-wise, not a big deal. You're mainly using the mouse in this game. Now let's talk about the gameplay itself. For those of you that are avid chess players out there, you will understand that in order to win a game of chess, you have to have strategy. You have to use your pawns correctly, and your bishop, and your horse, and you have to use your knights, and your rooks, and your queen, and you have to use all those units effectively. One unit usually can counter another unit. There's usually a best unit to use against a certain unit. For example, there's a big, long ship in this game where guys basically throw said ship at the enemies. In order to beat that enemy, all you have to do is stay away from it. So you might want something that can run faster, get out of the way. For other enemies like archers, you might want to use shield guys where they can just eat arrows into their shield. And that's an effective way to stop archers. So there is strategy in this game, but there's also the wacky physics. Things will go flying, people will go flying. Sometimes you'll get a random win when you probably shouldn't have just because of the way, the units decided to move slightly to the left this time. Your catapult was able to get Zeus, and therefore you win. It's that kind of a thing. Now, there are all different kinds of units in this game, and they're from all different kinds of ages. The Stone Age, the medieval times, all that kind of stuff. Ninjas were just released here last week. And there is also secret units, so there's a lot of different things to experience and go through in this game. There is an advantage to some maps. For example, some maps have rooftops that you can put like archers and things on them. Although the physics in Tabs doesn't really like putting things on roofs and things like that, some maps will allow something like that to happen so you can take advantage of it. So now let's talk about the cons. The first con for this game that I have is that this game is resource heavy on your computer. What do I mean by that? While the graphics aren't fantastic or great or anything like that, the physics do draw a lot of power from your computer. So if you do not have a strong computer, you may lag during the course of this game, especially when you put a lot of units on the field and the computer has to think of how to calculate the movement of each character. So there is some lag in this game, and it does draw a lot on your computer. So that is our first con. My second con for this game is not really so much of a con, but kind of a wish that I wish that this game had. I would like to see Tabs develop some sort of online multiplayer type aspect to this game. I think it could be a really cool feature if you could, put a constraint on player versus player, a number that they could use, and have it that armies can battle against each other online. I think that'd be really cool. So those are our two cons for this game. Not a lot wrong with this game. It is a very cool game. So now all that's really left to talk about is what my overall opinion is on this game. There's a lot of games coming out, but Tabs is one that has my full and undivided attention. I love playing it. It's hard to put down, and there's just so much to do in it. And if this game were to launch today, full, just as it is, I could see this easily getting an 8 out of 10. I'm not giving it a score, but I believe it could pull an 8 out of 10. Again, it's still in early access, guys. They're going to add more features to it, which makes it even more exciting. Just last week, we saw them put in the Dynasty characters, and there's some really cool characters, some really cool features. They have secret units now where you have to look around the map and find things. There is so much here, and it's only going to get more. I would recommend that you get in on the ground floor right now while it's $14.99. You never know if these prices are going to go up, down. It's up to the developer. You never know what it's going to become. I believe that the full version is a game that everyone is going to want to play. As far as to if I'm going to play this game on my channel, the answer is I plan to. If everything goes according to plan, I will be doing videos on this game, and I am happy to do them because this game is utterly fantastic. Anyways, guys, this is going to be Mumbles signing off. Please smack that subscribe button, smack that like button, and smack all those buttons. Anyways, guys, this is Mumbles signing off. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.